to create some real change in the mental health system. We have 13 groups across the province who are working on projects to reduce stigma and increase knowledge within their communities. We get together every year for Disable the Label at YMCA Geneva Park. It's really a chance for us to come together and build relationships as a community, talk about the projects we're working on, and to build skills that we can bring back to our groups.
The purpose of DTL, I think, is to practice or explore different ways of being healthy, and also practicing how we're in community together, and how being in community can support health and mental health.
Because I think that that's what's needed most in the sector right now is support. Like, youth who are doing this work need to meet other youth who are doing this work.
So I think one of the things that's been really amazing so far about being here at Disable the Label is how many young people are actually here. Learning from Kathy and Carolyn that this is the largest Disable the Label initiative thus far is pretty amazing.
First round, we're going to see a few groups can share their stories, because a lot of groups have kind of prepared a presentation or they're saying that's specific projects in their community. And so our main objective for this past year has been spreading the word on youth mental health, and we've done several projects such as World Cafes. We tried to engage the teachers and the leaders in our school.
I didn't want to go into my school of 150 students being the only person, not the only person struggling, because a quarter of us struggle according to statistics, even more because a lot of people don't seek the help they need. So we created a group branched off of the new mentality with Kathy's permission, Kathy Dyer, called Disable the Label. We made our own logo. The green is representative of children's mental health. And we had a lot of initiatives. One of them was called Arrange the Change. Along with the Dare to Dream grant and some other funding, we raised a little over $11,000 in 3 months.
Nice.
Thank you, and that was in my grade 12 year.
I was recommended to this group, and once I joined, exactly, I'm stuck with these guys. I literally can't get out.
My experience at DTL was really amazing this year. It's just really great to see all the youth come together and really find out what the projects they're working on. It always just amazes me what they're doing in their communities. It's so impressive, and they really are creating real change.
The way that we kind of introduced the couple of days that we're going to have difficult conversations, but we're also going to be able to realize what our commonalities are and what is the common vision that we have.
My favorite part about DTL was the hashtag self-care. It's a huge trend that ended up really going viral at DTL, where really just focusing on taking care of ourselves. So if we're in a session that's going long and we need to take some space, do some art, or want to go canoeing, whatever, we had the opportunity to just take care of ourselves, and that was the priority. Is like first self-care, so you can be part of the collective care. So I love hashtag self-care. Join the movement.
I think that for many years as a professional in the field or working with young people, it's really been the adults that have been driving a lot of what's happening, and including young people. And I think what's inspiring as an adult is that we kind of are supporting from behind and watching young people take on leadership roles and making things happen for themselves. Because not only are they the experts of their own stories and their experiences, but they know what other young people need and are able to support them and provide spaces for them, which has been a really awesome experience.
For me, DTL this year, really the topic of race and oppression came up, and for me this was the first time those topics were talked about openly. So it was a really good experience, and it felt like there was healing within our community and really a chance for people to express the issues that they're facing.
So yesterday we introduced this as a space where diversity and inclusion is really important when it comes to race and ethnicity, when it comes to gender diversity and sexual diversity. We really kind of called this out as a space to be yourself.
My pulse can't keep up with the pace of me. Every lift of my wrist, I have to recharge my battery and turn to Mama's Jai and Japati, my sense of home. My base of ethnicity, where authenticity can be found everywhere. The new mentality right now is at a revolutionary spot right now. It's at a very changing and shifting and expansive spot right now. And we're exploring as a group how we can be more inclusive, how we can be more diverse.
Really, it's not the word that hurts you. It's the thought that created the word. It's the socialization that created the thought. And it's the environment, it's the world that is created that I have to walk through, that socialization creates.
After they attend Disable the Label, they talk a little bit about this feeling that they get. That's really hard to explain, but it's just something really special that makes them want to come back to Disable the Label. And it also makes them want to start new mentality groups in their areas, or you know, if they're stepping into an existing new mentality group, they really, it's like there's a fire that gets lit within people when they're there. And I think part of that has to do with how much we practice shared leadership, and how there's space for people to really bring their whole selves into the event and into the community. And then from there, I think we find passion, and people find their passion. And then from there, you know, it's suddenly not so hard to take on a big project.